as part of this tutorial, first thing we are trying to understand is when I do import A, how Python figures out where that file is. When I say import A, it needs to figure out a file a.py. Okay, how will it figure out? I'm going to my workspace 2. Here I'm going to create a file a.py. Inside this, I'll have a variable. I call it myvar, and I say this is from workspace 2, and I put a dunder name here so you understand the name of the module itself. I make it as an f string. I'm having the module present in workspace 2, right? So I'm going to workspace 2 first. I'll start my REPL Python 3 import A. It works, no error. What's happening behind the scene when I'm doing import A? Python will look for a file a.py. Where it will look for? Wherever you are. So what is your current directory? It will look inside that directory. In workspace 2, I'm having a.py. Python is able to figure out that. Okay, and it works. Now, if I go to workspace 1 and I start my Python REPL and try to import the module A, I can't. Why I can't? Because I'm in workspace 1, module is in workspace 2. When I ask Python to do import A, it tries to find file a.py in current directory. Current directory is workspace 1, and there is no a.py file in workspace 1. So it's not able to find the module. How can I fix this? Let's say I'm at some other workspace, but still I want to access module from a different workspace. How can I do that? So to do that, you can set environment variable Python path. So I'm going to set it. So I said export Python path equals to, here you can give multiple paths separated by colon. Now I want it to look for any module that I import in workspace 2. So I can provide here /tmp/pyworkshop slash. Now I do Python 3 and I do import A. I can do a.my_var. See, this is from workspace to A. When I did import A, what Python does? Python looks for a file a.py. Where it will do a lookup, it will do a lookup. So if I do import sys and sys.path, these are the places where it will do a lookup. Now this time you can see an entry of workspace 2 over here. How this entry got populated? Because I have set this particular environment variable Python path to workspace 2. So when I'm doing import A, this time it will look in the current directory. Also, it will look in the other places. So one of the directory, this particular place, right, it is having a.py. That's why there's no module error, and I'm able to import the module A. It checks this particular variable sys.path. It is a list of paths. So all the paths defined here, it will go one by one and look for a.py file in each of the paths. Wherever it will find the file, it is done. If it couldn't find anywhere that particular file, then it is going to throw module not found error. With
So
me?
basically,
Yeah.
it's mandatory to write export a Python path. Otherwise, we may face this error.
If you are running
Often.
your program from a different location where your .py files are not present, then you have to set the Python part to where the files are present and then run your program. That you have another option. You see, this is an array. You can do a sys.path.append. Also, at runtime, if inside your program, like append any path to this array, I can do a tmp py workshop / workspace 1. And now if I do sys.path, I'm having this workspace 1 available also. So if at runtime in your program, you want to set certain paths where you want Python to look up for modules, you can do like this, sys.path.append, and append those paths. If you don't want to do it inside your program, if you want to do it outside before the program executes, you can set Python path variable.